Vasudevaya.
Progress.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayana Namaskrityam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Ashtaprayeshu Vidveshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttam Sloke
Bhaktin Bhavatir Naititi
Bhaktin Bhagavate Naisati
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Vindaya Namo Namah.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Canto 2, Chapter 1, text number 10. 2, 1, 10. The chapter name is The First Step in God Realization. Okay. So please repeat behind me the sloka. Tattaham te abhidhāsyāmi.
Ahaṁ te bhidhāsyāmi
Mahā-pauruṣiko bhavān.
mahā-pauruṣiko
bhavān.
Yasya śraddadhatām ashu.
yasya śraddadhatām
Śān mukunde matiḥ satī.
Śān mukunde matiḥ satī.
Word by word meaning, please repeat behind me. Tat,
Tat,
that.
that,
Ahaṁ,
ahaṁ,
I.
I,
Te,
te,
unto you.
unto you.
Bhidhāsyāmi,
Bhidhāsyāmi,
shall recite.
shall recite.
recite
Mahā-pauruṣika,
Mahā-pauruṣika,
the most sincere devotee of the Lord Kṛṣṇa.
the most sincere devotee of Lord Kṛṣṇa.
Bhavān,
Bhavān,
your good self.
your good self.
Yasya,
Yasya,
of which.
of which.
Śraddadhatām,
Śraddadhatām,
of one
of one
who gives full respect
who gives full respect
and attention.
and attention.
Ashu,
Ashu,
very soon.
very soon.
Syād,
Shad,
it so becomes.
it so becomes.
Mukunde,
Mukunde,
unto the Lord
unto the Lord,
who awards salvation.
who awards salvation.
Matiḥ,
Matiḥ,
faith.
faith.
Satī,
Satī,
unflinching.
unflinching.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charnavanda A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Please repeat beginning me the translation. That very Srimad Bhagavatam
That very Śrīmad Bhagavatam
I shall recite
I shall recite
before you
before you
because
because
you are the most
you are
the most
sincere devotee of the Lord Kṛṣṇa.
sincere devotee of Lord Kṛṣṇa.
One who gives full attention
One who gives full attention
and respect to hearing Srimad Bhagavatam
and respect to hearing Śrīmad Bhagavatam
achieves
achieves
unflinching faith
unflinching faith
in the Supreme Lord,
in the Supreme Lord,
the giver of salvation.
the giver of salvation.
Purport: Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is recognized Vedic wisdom, and the system of receiving Vedic knowledge is called Avaroha Pantha, or the process of receiving transcendental knowledge through bona fide disciplic succession. For advancement of material knowledge, there is a need for personal ability and researching aptitude. But in the case of spiritual knowledge, all progress depends more or less on the mercy of the spiritual master. The spiritual master must be satisfied with the disciple. Only then his knowledge automatically manifests before the student of spiritual science. The process should not, however, be misunderstood to be something like magical feats whereby the spiritual master acts like a magician and injects spiritual knowledge into these disciples, as if surcharging him with an electrical current. The bona fide spiritual master reasonably explains everything to the disciple on the authorities of Vedic wisdom. The disciple can receive such teachings not exactly intellectually, but by submissive inquiries and a service attitude. The idea is that both the spiritual master and the disciple must be bona fide. In this case, the spiritual master Śukadeva Gosvāmī is ready to recite exactly what he has learned from his great father Srila Vyasadeva, and the disciple Mahārāja Parīkṣit is a great devotee of the Lord Kṛṣṇa. A devotee of Lord Kṛṣṇa is he who believes sincerely that by becoming a devotee of the Lord, one becomes fully equipped with everything spiritual. This teaching is imparted by the Lord himself in the pages of Bhagavad Gita, in which it is clearly described that the Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa is everything, and that to surrender unto him solely and wholly makes one the most perfect pious man. The unflinching faith in Lord Kṛṣṇa prepares one to become a student of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. And one who hears Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam from a devotee like Śukadeva Gosvāmī is such sure to attain salvation at the end. As Mahārāja Parīkṣit read, the professional reciter of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and the pseudo-devotees whose faith is based on 1 week's hearing are different from Śukadeva Gosvāmī and Mahārāja Parīkṣit. Srila Vyasadeva explained Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam unto Śukadeva Gosvāmī from the very beginning of the Janmādi Yasya verse, and so Śukadeva Gosvāmī also explained it to the king. Lord Kṛṣṇa is described as a mahā-pauruṣa in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 11, in his devotional features as Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Bhagavatam. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Lord Kṛṣṇa himself in his devotional attitude, descended to the earth to bestow special favor upon the fallen souls of this age of Kali. There are 2 verses particularly suitable to offer as prayers to this mahā-pauruṣa feature of Lord Kṛṣṇa. Bhagavatam, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 11.5.33 and 34. In other words, Purusha means the enjoyer. The mahā-pauruṣa means the superior enjoyer, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Śrī Kṛṣṇa. One who deserves to approach the Supreme Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa is called the mahā-pauruṣika. Anyone who hears Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam attentively from its bona fide reciter is sure to become a sincere devotee of the Lord, who is able to award liberation. There was none so attentive as Mahārāja Parīkṣit in the matter of hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, and there was none so qualified as Śukadeva Gosvāmī to recite the text of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Therefore, anyone who follows in the footstep of either in the ideal reciter or the ideal hearer, Śukadeva Gosvāmī or Mahārāja Parīkṣit respectively, will undoubtedly attain salvation like them. Mahārāja Parīkṣit attained salvation by hearing only, and Śukadeva Gosvāmī attained salvation only by reciting. Recitation and hearing are 2 processes out of 9 devotional activities, and by strenuously following the principle, either in all of by parts, one can attain the absolute plane. So, the complete text of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, beginning with the Janmādi Yasya verse up to the last one, is the 12th Canto, who was spoken by Śukadeva Gosvāmī for the attainment of salvation by Mahārāja Parīkṣit. In the Padma Purāṇa, it is mentioned that Gautama Muni advised Mahārāja Ambarīṣa to hear regularly Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam as it was recited by Śukadeva Gosvāmī, and herein it is confirmed that Mahārāja Ambarīṣa heard Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam from the very beginning to the end. As it was spoken by Śukadeva Gosvāmī, one who is actually interested in Bhagavatam, therefore, must not play with it by reading or hearing a portion from here and a portion from here there. One must follow in the footstep of great king like Mahārāja Ambarīṣa or Mahārāja Parīkṣit and hear it from a bona fide representative of Śukadeva Gosvāmī. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Shalakaya Chakshurunmanidam Yana Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Putale Śrīmade Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shunyavad Pashashate Shatarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So today we are seeing the continuation of the previous sloka. So the previous sloka we discussed about the glories of the Bhagavatam. So how it will help, the Bhagavatam will help a devotee, how the devotee become a person become a pure devotee by hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. All those things it is explained. In Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam itself, the glories are there. So yesterday we discussed that. So today we are seeing the Śukadeva Gosvāmī is continuing. What he is saying to Parīkṣit Maharaj that, so whatever he glorified Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam in the previous verses, he is saying that I am going to give you, I am going to recite that very Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam before you, because you are the most sincere devotee of the Lord Kṛṣṇa. So, because Śukadeva Gosvāmī is going to recite Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam because Parīkṣit Maharaj is a pure devotee of the most sincere devotee of the Lord. So, and again he was saying what is the benefit we will get by hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. One who gives full attention and respect to hear Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam achieves unflinching faith in the Supreme Lord and giver of salvation. So it is said that full attention. We have to hear the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam with full attention and respect to hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So who is doing this both, full attention, respect Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, they will achieve unflinching faith in the Supreme Lord. The faith will be more strong of who? The giver of salvation. So here it is Mukunta. So the person who is giving mukti, that person is called, that's why we are calling him Mukunta. One of the name of Lord Kṛṣṇa is Mukunta. We are calling him Mukunta because he is giving the salvation to all the living entities. That's the reason his name becomes Mukunta. So Śukadeva Gosvāmī is, since a pure devotee of the Lord, like Śukadeva Gosvāmī, and as he is a topmost devotee of the Lord, who is giving the assurance that if you are giving the full attention to by hearing the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and full respect, you will achieve the salvation. You will get your faith will be more strong and you will achieve the salvation. So this is one of the great promise given by the pure devotee and bona fide devotee of the Lord. There are multiple places in Bhagavad Gita also. Lord is also saying that why, because here Śukadeva Gosvāmī is going to tell Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Why? Because Parīkṣit Maharaj is a sincere devotee of the Lord Kṛṣṇa. So if you want to hear Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, first qualification is you need to be a sincere devotee of the Lord Kṛṣṇa. But in Kali Yuga, because of the mercy of the Lord Chaitanya and the Gaudiya Vaisnava Parampara, we are getting that benefit, even though we are not very sincere in that as a devotee. We are trying to be a devotee of Lord Kṛṣṇa. We are in the path, but still we got the mercy through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Guru Parampara. So Prabhupada mercifully translated all the verses in word by word meaning and provide the translation, exact translation and the purport. So here in this Prabhupada, he is explaining the professional translator, professional philosophers. They will also speak the same thing. They will also speak. They will also, because they know they are Pandit in the Sanskrit. They will read the Sanskrit verse and they will give the classes. So they will give the classes as a professional way, and they will tweak the meaning of the verses according to their own. And they want to, first of all, they want to glorify themselves. So because they won't consider, because the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Śrīmad-Bhagavad-Gita, both the scriptures, the center point is Krishna. But because of this scholars, the scholarly people, since they don't have the bhakti in their heart, what they will do, they will give the class, but they will read Sanskrit in the expert way, and they will tweak the meaning according to their own whimsically. They will they'll put our own word, and they will glorify themselves. So that is the way the Krishna, Srila Prabhupada always used to say, where many of the verses he used to say, you should hear the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam from a bona fide parampara. Then only you will get the faith on the Lord, you will get the bhakti, you will get into the bhakti. Otherwise, it is just another book you are reading and you are growing. There are so many material books are available in this material world. So if you read that book, what is the benefit you are going to get? Nothing. So here also it won't get benefit to you if you are hearing from the just a philosopher. So we have to hear from the authorized source. So yesterday we saw this should be come from the bona fide spiritual master. We need to hear. And then I'm not a bona fide. I'm a disciple of a bona fide spiritual master. So I got the qualification by my guru. So you said he based on his instruction, I am giving the knowledge. So whatever we are all hearing, it is kind of a going to a tuition. See, some people are going to the school and they will study the material things. Why they are going to the school? The tuition teacher also qualified to not only qualified, he can give the knowledge, whatever the written in the material book. If you are going to tuition also, it will be fine. They can give the knowledge. But we are going to the school. There is an authorized place. The authorized person, teacher is there. Bona fide person is there. So from him we are receiving the knowledge. Then additionally we are getting the knowledge from the tuition teacher, so that we will be more and for the more understanding. So then we will get into the first rank, second rank. Why we are adding the tuition? To get more knowledge in the material life. The similar way, we supposed to hear from the spiritual master. Since spiritual master is not available physically with us, whatever because of our modern advancement, we are at least we have the recordings and all. In olden days, those were not there. If you see the 100 years back, nothing was there. No recording, nothing was there. They just whatever the spiritual master recite, the devotees need to hear. Who are all present, only they can hear. They are the only fortunate people. But now, because of the Kali Yuga effect and also the modern advancement, mercifully Lord gave us this recording facility, YouTube, this and all those things. We are the so-called modern things. So that also we can utilize for the purpose of increasing our bhakti. So in the YouTube, in the Facebook, this and that, there are a lot of things are there. Everything is there in that. If you get into the path of bhakti, you can get the bhakti. If you get into the path of sense gratification, you can get into the sense gratification. All the things are there. But since we are into the bhakti, if you use it for bhakti, then that will be instrument for the Krishna's service. So we can hear our spiritual masters or the pure devotees of the Lord giving the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam classes in the YouTube, or whenever we get a chance to go to the temple, there also we can get. But whatever we are discussing daily, it is kind of adding a tuition center so that we can increase our study. Whatever we are hearing from the school and increasing extra, adding extra to that, so that we will get into the good rank. So similarly, this bhakti also, we are adding this tuition of daily reciting Bhagavatam, daily discussing Bhagavatam. And since I am also bona fide, how I am bona fide? Because I took the initiation from a bona fide spiritual master who is coming from the parampara. I am also joined that parampara. That's the reason I am also bona fide to give this knowledge, share this knowledge, whatever I learned from my spiritual master. So this should come through the bona fide parampara. That we need to make sure. Now we should not hear from anyone or everyone. That is Prabhupada always used to stress this point. And also, yeah, we are discussing that since Mahārāja Parīkṣit was a sincere devotee of the Lord Kṛṣṇa, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, the Śukadeva Gosvāmī is going to recite Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam to you. So the qualification he is setting here is sincere devotee of the Lord. So first of all, to hear the first qualification is you need to be a sincere devotee of the Lord. If you get into the Bhagavad Gita, what is the basic knowledge? For basic things are required. So in the 2.7, Bhagavad Gita 2.7, when we are still 2.7, Arjuna only speaking in Bhagavad Gita. So the 2.7, what he was saying? Karpanya dosho pagata svabhava prachamitam dharma sammudaseta yashreyasani jitam bruhitanme shishyate hamsadi mam tvam prapannam. What is saying that? Now, I am confused about duty and lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now, I am your disciple and your soul surrender unto you. Please instruct me. So, here, Lord, here, the first, we'll always used to say, the Bhagavad Gita is the basic study. The Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is the next advanced, and Chaitanya Charitamrita is the most advanced. So this is the way we have to study. The kind of a Bhagavad Gita is a school study, and Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is the graduation, and Chaitanya Charitamrita is a post-graduation. So here the qualification, see, if you see the Bhagavad Gita, it will take Arjuna, he is in the material platform. So Arjuna, material platform, he is confused, all those weakness, everything is happening. That situation, what is required? The basic knowledge is required. First, he don't have the basic knowledge. Because of that, he is confused. He was lost his composure. He became feeling weakness. All those things are happening. So he was in the material platform. So in order to bring a person from a material platform to spiritual platform, what is the first is required? You need to surrender unto a spiritual master. So that is the way here Arjuna is saying that now I am your disciple and your soul surrendered to you. Please instruct me. So he is asking, he is begging Śrī Kṛṣṇa, please instruct me. Like that. So this is the first qualification to get to transform ourselves from the material platform to the spiritual platform. And surrender unto him. So once you surrender, then how to get the knowledge? So why here it is saying surrender to the Lord, or surrender to the spiritual master. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna himself is saying how to get the knowledge from the spiritual master. In the 4th chapter, 34th verse, so Krishna is saying, Tat piti pranipadena pariprashnena sevaya upadeshyandi te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. So how to get the knowledge from the spiritual master, Krishna is explaining in this verse. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. So first of all, you need to approach a spiritual master so that you can learn from him. Then inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. So we have to inquire submissively. That is the next qualification. We should not challenge the spiritual master. If we are going to spiritual master, we should not challenge. Hey, how Krishna come over here? How it is possible? Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma is high, Shiva is high. All those things we should not go with our mundane idea. So we should be submissive that I don't know anything. Please, spiritual master, oh Guru, please enlighten me, so that I can get the knowledge. So in that way we have to go. We should not go with our mundane knowledge, whatever we hear here and there, by the not a bona fide person, from the philosophers, by reading here and there something, by some nonsense. Then we should not ask those questions to spiritual master. We should ask the questions submissively. How Parīkṣit Maharaj, because the last chapter till the Bhagavatam, many classes we discussed how submissively Parīkṣit Maharaj invited, and how he giving the obeisances, even though he is a king, he was doing all those activities, how he was doing. The similar way, we should also approach a spiritual master submissive way. Then what else we need to do? We need to render service unto him. We have to serve to the spiritual master. So then only we can qualify to get the knowledge from there. He will automatically, if your inquiries are submissive and you are rendering service to a spiritual master, then the self-realized soul. Who is the self-realized soul? The spiritual master is the self-realized soul, can impart the knowledge unto you. Because why? Because he already know the truth. One can become a spiritual master when they become a spiritual master, when they know the truth, when he has seen the truth, then only they can become a spiritual master. So in such a bona fide spiritual master, we have to approach submissively and submissively we have to ask the question and render service unto him. Then the truth will be transferred, automatically transferred. See, that's what the Prabhupada always used to say. See, one of the example, there is a candle is there. The candle, without the fire on the candle, you can't light another candle. If there is a fire in the candle tip, then using that you can enlighten all the other candles. So the fire is like a bhakti. So candle is like, if you compare ourselves as a candle, and the spiritual master, in the spiritual master heart, the bhakti is there like a fire. So when you have the come across near to, if you do the submissive inquiry and render service unto him, automatically the fire of bhakti from a spiritual master will automatically transfer to us, so that we can also, in our heart also, the bhakti fire will come. So without the fire, using the empty candle, we can't make the fire of any of the others. So the fire should be there. The fire will be there only with the bona fide spiritual master. And also in Bhagavad Gita 9.1, verse 9.1, 9th chapter, why Krishna is giving the knowledge to Arjuna. Initially he was giving the basic knowledge in the initial chapters. The second chapter onwards, he was giving the basic knowledge of what is soul, what is body, what is the difference, all those basic things he was giving. Karma Yoga. When it come to the Bhakti Yoga, this is the Bhakti Yoga chapters. After the 7th chapter to 12th chapter, it is a Bhakti Yoga. He was talking about Bhakti Yoga. The Bhakti Yoga, particularly on the 9th chapter, before starting the 9th chapter is this knowledge, the Guyam, it's a secret of Bhakti. So he is giving the most confidential knowledge. So that before giving the knowledge, Krishna is telling that why I am giving the confidential knowledge to Arjuna. So for that, what Krishna is saying in this 9.1 verse, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Idam tu te guyattamam pravakṣyāmi anusuyaye parisuyave jnanam viññāna sahitam yajnatma mokṣayase shubhat. What is saying? The Supreme Personality of Godhead is said, my dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be relieved of the miseries of material existence. So, if you see, this Bhagavad Gita is more on take out a person from the material miseries to the material platform to the spiritual platform. So, why Krishna giving this knowledge directly to Arjuna? Because he is not envious of, he never envious of Krishna. That is the reason he is giving the knowledge to Arjuna. Why we are all here in this material world? Because we are all envious of Krishna. That is the reason from the spiritual world, Lord sent us to this material world. So we are all in this material world. So even though Arjuna is in the material world, he was not envious of, he never envious of Krishna. That is the reason Krishna wanted to give the most confidential knowledge to Arjuna in this Bhagavad Gita. So after hearing the most confidential knowledge, what will happen? Krishna hearing that, Arjuna will be relieved from the miseries of material existence. That is also Krishna giving. So in order to come out from the material existence, miseries of the material existence, we have to hear Bhagavad Gita from a bona fide person. So here Arjuna got a chance to hear directly from the Krishna, and we can also hear from the same thing from the bona fide spiritual master. He is none other than the representative of Krishna. So there is no difference between, because the bona fide person, he will bring the knowledge, what Krishna said, without any adulteration, he will give the same knowledge. So there is no difference between hearing from Krishna and hearing from the spiritual master. So that is the reason here in this verse, in the today's discussion, it is mentioning that we have to, first qualification is to become a sincere devotee. So Bhagavad Gita is the basic thing that will take one person from material platform to the spiritual platform. So once he became practicing the devotee of the Lord, Bhagavad Gita make the person from material person to spiritual person, start the bhakti. Then that person, once you start the bhakti, when you become a sincere devotee of the Lord, then we are qualified to hear Bhagavatam. So that Bhagavatam, what will make? It will make our bhakti more, and it will take us to give us the salvation. So that is, if you have the full faith on this Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, you will get the salvation. That is for sure. So this is bona fide Krishna saying in Bhagavad Gita, and Śukadeva Gosvāmī is saying in Bhagavatam. So Arjuna, we saw Arjuna, how you, after hearing this, how you victorious and how you get a salvation. And here in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam also we can see how Parīkṣit Maharaj heard attentively and how he got liberated. So the examples are there in front of us. So similar way, how Arjuna heard the knowledge, how Parīkṣit Maharaj heard the knowledge. We took them as an example, and if you also become sincere like that, the knowledge will be imparted to our heart automatically, and we will also get the salvation like those devotees. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki Jai.